But unfortunately, they've been hit hard by poachers, and there's alligator up to 20 feet long. Stay all the way to migrate through the grasslands of Africa every year. It's the largest animal migration left on Earth. And then coming straight forward towards us here, but right behind the termite mound, those little animals you see lying down are Thompson's gazelles. You can tell because they have those little black. You can see those wildebeest and giraffe again as we pass those palm trees. It looks like it might be a little bit bigger than that. Zebras. Now, zebra stripes are unique, a lot like a human's fingerprints. You can tell one zebra apart from another just by looking at those stripes of theirs. Now, underneath the black and white stripes, our skin is.
Everybody, put your hands together. Mama and Papa gonna dance. Now, what's your name? Robin. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is Robin. It's a great name, but it's not African. We're gonna change it, Robin. Okay. We're gonna do the proud name. Ladies and gentlemen, her new name is going to be Queen Kinsa. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, go!
Challenges that face our native wildlife here in Africa. Expanding human population is bringing with it a loss of natural habitat, threatening the very existence of our great creatures. Sadly, even the borders of Harambe cannot protect our animals from the most dangerous threat of all, poaching. To the poachers, these beautiful animals represent only profit. Rhino and elephant are slaughtered for their horns and ivory. Cheetahs and lions are killed for their coats. And antelope and gazelle are trapped in snares, their meat illegally sold. It is my job to protect all the animals of this reserve. That is why I ask you, all of you, to please join us in our battle against poaching. Guamacho or Wajangili.
As a trip, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, back or neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expectant mothers should not ride. Once on board your safari transport, please remain seated with your hands.
Let's go. Jumbo, everybody. Welcome aboard Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Bob. I'm going to be your game driver for today's photo safari. Hi, how you doing back there? Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming out today. Now, folks, if you are taking any video or pictures out along the way, please hang on to those cameras tightly. This Harambe Reserve does not allow us to stop to pick up any cameras or anything else that falls out along the way. And as we are going, I want to remind you just one more time to please remain fully seated at all times and don't lean out to the sides of the trucks. We're going to be going through some thick brush, and some of those bushes have very long thorns. Those things are bad news. Believe me, I know from experience. Now, if you look up above you, folks, you're going to see a game spotting guide that'll help you to identify any of the animals we might see out along the way. Now, the Harambe Wildlife Reserve was established in 1971 to help protect the local wildlife. But unfortunately, poachers still go after some of the elephants. So we have wildlife wardens patrolling the reserve with over 800. Maybe we'll run into them a little bit later. Usually hanging around somewhere. Anybody's first time on the safari here today? First timers? Hey, all right. Me too. No, I'm just kidding. I've been here a couple days now. All right, twin day. Let's go. Alrighty folks, we are entering the reserve now, so be on the lookout for any animals that might be hiding under the trees or in the undergrowth.
Never seen a duck.
Oh wow, folks, if you look off to the right hand side, you see a couple of animals back there with some black and white stripes on their legs. Those are okapis. Those black and white stripes make the okapi look like a zebra, but it is actually a relative of the giraffe. It's a very shy, reclusive animal. It wasn't discovered by the Western world until about 1901. That big bluebird you see in between the two okapis is a blue crane. It's also known as the Stanley crane. It's the national bird of South Africa. Now, Stanley cranes live to be about 40 years old. They'll stay with the same mate their entire lives. And if you look down on the banks of this little watering hole over here, I see some pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans will work in groups to herd fish into shallow water where they can feed on them. Oh, wow. If you look on the other side of the watering hole there, I see a black rhino. How about that? Now, black rhinos have a hide that's about 1 inch thick, which makes them seem like they'd be pretty indestructible. But unfortunately, they've been hit hard by poachers, and there's less than 3,100 black rhinos left in all of Africa. If you look up in front of us and kind of over to the right a little bit, I see some reddish-brown animals way in the back behind the bushes. They're lying down. Those are bongos. The bongos have horns that face backwards, which helps them to move quickly through the thick brush. Bongos are so very rarely seen that they're known as the ghosts of the forest. Now, if you look straight up in front of us, folks, to the back of that clearing there's some big black and white birds. Those are saddle-billed storks, the tallest storks in Africa. They grow to be about 5 feet tall. And just kind of back behind them, kind of hard to see, but there's some greater kudu brown animals lying down on the hill. They're the second largest antelopes in the world. Alright folks, so I think we're going to head on over to the river, see if we can spot some more animals up ahead there. Oh wow, check it out on the other side of the river over there. I see a couple of hippos. Now, a Nile hippopotamus can stay underwater for as long as 5 to 8 minutes at a time. Hippos do tend to spend a majority of their day in the water. Helps keep those large bodies of theirs from overheating. A lot of times you'll see hippos, looks like they're swimming around underneath the water. What they're actually doing is walking along the bottom of the riverbed. Hippos will come out of the water at night to feed. They'll eat about 150 pounds of grass every day. Once again, folks, I just need your main seated for me, please. There we go. I just look on the other side of the river there. I see a brown bird. That's an Egyptian goose. They get their name from those dark spots around their eyes, which resemble the ancient Egyptian eye makeup.
Yes, you can. Guess what it is? Never mind. 30 minutes.
Oh boy, it's one of those rickety old bridges. Oh boy, I see some Nile crocodiles down there too, folks. Now, Nile crocodiles get to be a lot larger than the American alligator, up to 20 feet long. Stay all the way seated there for me, folks. All the way down. There we go. Now, they are cold-blooded animals, so a lot of times you'll see them with their mouths open. What they're doing is releasing excess heat, which helps them to regulate their body temperature. Now, coming up ahead, folks, is one of the best views in the whole reserve, as well as one of our finest baobab trees. There's that baobab tree. I'd say this one's probably over 1,000 years old. The baobab tree is also known as the upside-down tree. So it looks like it's been planted with its roots sticking up in the air. And baobab trees will only have leaves for about 3 months out of the whole year. Here's that view of what I was telling you about, folks, the savanna. Now, the savanna in front of us is part of the Serengeti grassland system. Zebras and wildebeest will migrate through here every year. And antelopes, lions, and elephants live here year-round. It's part of the wild Africa that we're all working to save. us off in the distance.
Thank you.
Alright folks, now if you look off to the right hand side here as we round this bend, start all the way over to the right there, those big tall animals you see back in the tall grasses, those are reticulated giraffes. They're the largest or the tallest mammals on Earth. They can grow to be about anywhere between 18 and 20 feet tall. Reticulated giraffe gets its name from the word reticulata, which means net. It refers to the net-like pattern of spots on their hide. Now just in front of those giraffes, the gray animals you see are white bearded wildebeests. Over 1.5 million wildebeest will migrate through the grasslands of Africa every year. It's the largest animal migration left on Earth. And then coming straight forward towards us here, but right behind the termite mound, those little animals you see lying down are Thompson's gazelles. You can tell because they have those little black racing stripes on their sides and the white stomachs. This gazelle, or Tommy as they're sometimes referred to as, will only weigh about 60 pounds. Impalas. Now impalas can leap about 30 feet in length, which helps them to escape from predators. See those wildebeest and giraffe again as we pass these palm trees. To see, as I say, we just go for it. Just cross your fingers and hang on to the kids. It's a little bit rickety, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh, hang on, folks. Hang on. Whoa, Nelly. Woo! That was a close one. Alright, who wasn't crossing their fingers back there? Yeah, there's always a couple of troublemakers in the bunch. Oh, here's the red claymits, but I don't see big red and little red. Looks like they've been here at some point, though. Maybe we should head on east over to the watering hole, see if we can find them over there. Now folks, elephant calves will stay with their mothers for the first 13 to 15 years of their lives. During that time they're learning what to eat, where to find water, and how to get along with other elephants. There's a baby elephant actually, if you look over to the left. Kind of hard to see right now. Maybe we'll be able to see him a little better as we round the bend. Well, it looks like it might be a little bit bigger than that. Not much still.
Here it comes.
Alright, now if you look over on this island here, folks, I see some greater flamingo. Greater flamingo are the lightest color pink of all the flamingo species. They get that pink coloring from the keratin and the brine shrimp they eat. If you look straight up in front of us up on the hill there, you'll see some dark brown animals. Those are sable antelopes. Sable antelopes are the official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Their horns can grow to be about 60 inches long. See those giraffes up there again. And over here to the right are some Grant zebras. Now, zebra stripes are unique, a lot like a human's fingerprints. You can tell one zebra apart from another just by looking at those stripes of theirs. Now, underneath the black and white stripes, their skin is all black. You can tell that by looking at their noses. Oh, wow. If you look up in front of us, folks, I see a white rhino. Now, white rhinos get their name from the Afrikaans word "vite," which was interpreted incorrectly. It actually means wide. It refers to their wide, broad mouths. And white rhinos have very poor eyesight. which unfortunately makes them easy targets for poachers. So there's some ostrich eggs over there in the grass. Largest bird eggs in the world. Oh, and if you look up in front of us, lions, they do most of the hunting. Now the lions will work in prides to catch their prey. They do most of their hunting at night. You can see the male lion. That's a real big mane. Oh, up in front of us I see some warthogs too. The warthog burrows. Warthogs are the largest burrowing mammals in Africa. And they can actually reach speeds of up to about 30 miles per hour on those little legs of theirs. If you ask me, I think that they are the prettiest looking animals in Africa too. They're telling me they're somewhere around this area. Just keep your eyes open, folks. Oh! Sounds like poachers. That is not good. Alright, hang on, folks. Let's see if we can find them. Woo! Oh, this does not look good. There's a poacher's campsite. I don't see him around. I think we met it, cut him off. All right, there they are. Looks like Wilson's got it under control over there in the plane. Great job. Hey, there's a little red at the back of that truck. Looks like he's gonna be all right. Thanks to Warden Wilson Matua. He's a good guy. Oh, Asante San, everyone. Thanks for helping us stop those poachers out there. Sorry about the slight detour on the safari. Now, folks, I'm going to be letting you off just up ahead of the Warden's Post. And from there, it's just a short hike back to Pengani Forest Exploration Trail, or back over to Harambe Village. Hope you folks enjoyed your safari today. Come on back to Africa soon. The animals will be waiting for you. Now, folks, here in Harambe, we don't say goodbye. We say Kwaherini, which means go well. So, Kwaherini, everyone. Kwaherini! Jumbo.
Oh. Caribbean.